Mm. Put that on the board for me. Steam is not running. No, because we're playing the other game just fine. All right. So last we had left off, we had just had Aphrodite's going away party. And, yep. Time to finally see what Pan wants. Maybe he has more info, but we were going to go talk to Freddy. Because obviously.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse?
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I went to a party held by the goddess of love, and she died.
Man, I always miss the really good parties. Here I was, sitting at home, just reading a book. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
She's really fixed on this high priestess thing. Oh no. Wait, whose questions are these? What the gods? How the idols stayed secret? How are Kaz and Brian? Yeah, we started the game with a whole band. And apparently we haven't heard from them since. What's up with that?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
That doesn't mean you can't tell him things.
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
Then where is Kaz Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about the band. Yeah, we've kind of been neglecting banding, haven't we?
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Oh, shenanigans. About questions.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
Sure, I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Oh no. Alright, up along. What's the news? Oh.
Hello again. I can't remember the last time I had guests so frequently. I did tell you we could discuss your memories and the Eidolon more in depth after the party. Did you have any questions, or?
Sure. That's a good question. How many times have you died?
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
Well, we call it passing on, meeting the Eidolon, and it's fine. I've passed on 12 times that I can recall.
So your name isn't really Apollo?
Most recently it was Lucas. Everyone Lucas ever knew is gone, however, so these days I prefer Apollo again.
Lucas? Seems weird to think of you as a Lucas.
It was weird for him, too. Much like yourself, Lucas becoming Apollo was somewhat of a surprise.
Sounds like there's a story there.
Tell me about Lucas.
Tell me about this Lucas. How did he become you? Or is it how you became Apollo?
Apollo had taken to surfing. He left the city without permission and roamed the coast looking for... Well, I'm not sure now. Whatever it was, he found it one night when a giant wave took him down. He was drowning, and I thought, this is finally it. But it wasn't. Lucas saw Apollo struggling and swam out to save him. He pulled us ashore, but it was too late. It took a long time to realize what happened. I didn't return to the city until years later. By then, everyone thought I was Apollo's chosen successor.
Wow.
So no trial for you, huh?
It wasn't easy at first, without memories or anyone to guide me, but no, nothing like that.
Wow. That's... all these people, they just want oblivion, which is sad.
Wait, what would have happened if Lucas hadn't tried to rescue you? What if no one was there when you...
When I died, then the Eidolon of Apollo's line would have ended forever, I think.
You think?
There have been stories about Eidolons that survive for a time and go wandering. That's probably all they are, though. Stories. It's not something we've had much opportunity to study, but normally death without passing on is how an idol really dies. Forever.
I feel different as I change.
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
Well, let's see. It starts as dreams you'll have of places you've never been, people you've never met, fleeting images, feelings. Then they'll appear while you're awake. You'll be eating breakfast and suddenly recall when you last ate something similar in the 17th century. The only difficult part is that eventually it can be hard to differentiate between your life and all those other lives. They blend together.
It does sound confusing.
A little, yeah. And not all the memories will be good ones. It can take time to process.
They said we'll still remember our own life. That's
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Hopefully this eases whatever concerns you might have had.
sort
Anything
of.
else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
Actually, I don't know. Tell me more about Calliope.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
For centuries, we were far more. I was the god of the arts, and the muses were my constant companions. We went everywhere together. They had many names, but the three most common were Clio, Talia, and Calliope. The sisters of beauty, I called them, though they weren't always women.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Most of us seek out inheritors who are like us, I suppose, but not all. Calliope, in fact, was a man in our previous incarnation. Christoph, I think his name was. A poet Calliope adored. I was surprised when she made him a muse.
Who did Calliope become after that poet, Christoph?
You have to realize we're already into the period where Calliope and I weren't really speaking. She showed up one day in her new form, the one you met. An opera singer whose name she never revealed. We fought, as I recall. I told her she couldn't pass on every time she met an artist she fell in love with. Eventually she'd forget everything about who we were and where we came from. She said she'd rather forget than wallow in old memories like I or the other idols were doing. It was time to wake up and make the best of our situation. Calliope was an idealist without compromise. Always. She hated what we'd become. What I'd become. She wasn't wrong.
She was seeking oblivion in the same way that Aphrodite was, like Apollo was. What heck?
I'd like to know a little more about you. All I know is you live in a dump, you have an oracle, and you...
I'm not sure what to tell you. One day has bled into the next for so long I feel like I've been lost in the spaces in between.
Wow, that's a bit dramatic.
Yeah, well, it comes naturally. Music and the arts were once under my purview as a god.
How did that get decided? Did you have a big hat full of pieces of paper and you all picked at random?
No, we chose them for ourselves. Some, at least. Others were given to us by our priests. We collected godly responsibilities like marbles.
People collect marbles?
Or whatever it is mortals collect these days. Cars, perhaps? The point is, we took our godly duties very seriously.
I collected godly powers, like mortals collect Bitcoin.
You must have been very different back when you were a proper god.
I think most of us were. We saw ourselves as, I don't know, teachers. Mortals were our students, and we guided them to enlightenment. We thought we were special, infallible. I was as magnificent as the sun, and I surrounded myself with those who basked in my radiance.
That doesn't sound like you.
Yeah, I was arrogant. If there was a man or woman I desired, then I had to have them, or there would be consequences. You wouldn't have liked me. I wouldn't have liked me.
Everybody is mad at everybody else. Why is Persephone angry at you?
So what is Persephone's beef with you exactly? Is it just about what Hades did to her?
That's no small thing.
It seems more personal than that.
I mentioned how Persephone's kidnapping almost meant war between Olympus and Hades, yes? Well, while this was all going on, Persephone managed to escape the underworld, and I'm the one she encountered first.
Uh-oh.
Hades was hot on her heels, and I had a choice. Either do battle with Hades and start the war right then and there, or let him take her back. Zeus would have had my head if I had sparked a war. Yet all I still think of are Persephone's eyes as Hades smugly took back his prisoner. It's not my finest moment.
Have you ever tried therapy? Oh no. Did you fight with Calliope a lot?
From how you describe it, you and Calliope fought a lot.
As often as we saw each other, which became less and less as time wore on. However, she fought with everyone. Calliope hated the idols being kept secret. She and Athena would get into screaming matches over the rules, and it got so I could no longer protect her. She moved out of Olympus years ago and kept to herself. I just assumed she was wrapped up with some new artist when I got the news.
Me, I'm the new artist.
Do you regret not making up with her?
Every day I think about our last conversation and what I should have said or done differently. The problem with immortality is that you think you have all the time in the world.
Weren't there good things about Calliope? Oh no, tell me about the idols.
I'd like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
You are. What would you like to know?
Well, what are we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
The short answer is, we don't know. If I think far enough back, I can remember bits and pieces. I remember my first Pythian games, the day the idols split in two over Troy, the day my first son died. But before that, nothing. None of us do. I vaguely recall the very first Apollo many thousands of years ago, but was he the original? Did he appear out of the ether? I couldn't tell you.
You not know where you're from. You've already established that things get forgotten over time. What about the good things about Calliope?
It wasn't only fighting with Calliope, right? Surely there were good things, too.
Is that how it sounds? No. She was marvelous. A force to be reckoned with if there ever was one. In the darkest days during the war, it was her songs that gave us hope. She kept Aphrodite alive through sheer determination, I think. Calliope cared. About us, about art, about people she'd only just met. It was her greatest strength as well as her greatest weakness.
I wonder why she picked me. I don't feel like I'm any of those things.
You underestimate yourself, Grace. I see a lot of her in you. She chose well.
Yeah, what did happen to the other muses? Because they kept calling her the last muse. Were they just all obliviated?
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned 2 others. Were they lost in the war?
Cleo perished centuries before, the victim of an obsessed writer she'd spurned. He kept her in a cage as his personal muse.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
It was. By the time we found her, she was already... Well, it's enough to say her captor didn't survive her for long. Talia, however, was lost to us on the very last day of the war. We were about to leave on the ship, but she just never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never found out. I worried for years, even hired people to look, but as far as I can tell, she up and vanished into smoke that day.
As
The
people
war
do.
had ground her down. I was upset, but not surprised.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Of course. I look forward to it.
So will you. Alright. You can even let me go to Pan.
Grace, following the instructions on the card Pan left, walks into a garden on a rooftop. There's a large tree in the middle, and glowing lanterns hang from its branches.
We sing about this
Pan
one.
stands beneath the tree, looking up at it. He turns to Grace as she walks in.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Is Olympus hidden?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
How many idols are there?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
The whole... just the way that you say that. There's so few of us now, we don't count them anymore. It's like... But that makes it easier. Do most idols live here?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Not breaking rules for you. Paul was right about you.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have I ever led you astray?
Not yet.
Here's the
one
thing.
day.
A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Oh, no.
I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides.
The
You help
reliquary?
him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
What kind of person lives in a reliquary? That's kind of, I mean, I don't mean that in a judging, like, what kind of person would do that? I mean, what kind of person is that going to be who decides to live in... Well, hydrate? Yeah, I could do that. Bark. Thank you, Odorishmael. Bark. Alright, what kind of favor is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I.
Is this a gender thing?
This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Hecate really helped me?
This Hecate. Do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Yes. Well, that's it. Consider it.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. Now, if there's nothing else you need.
What, no dancing? I could ask about Medusa. Maybe.
That depends. What can you tell me about Medusa?
That is a rather peculiar subject change.
Her name came up at Aphrodite's party. I'd like to look into it.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. Do tell me you'll be careful if you go there, Grace. Medusa is a hideous creature and should be treated as such. ...
hideous. You're worried.
I'd swear that was you being concerned for my welfare.
Somebody should be, don't you think?
I can handle myself.
I do love this about you. So capable, so heedless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Grace leaves. Pan continues looking up at the tree.
All right. Nothing left to do but go to Reliquary for Pan's favor, or to Medusa's lair, or, whatever. I've not been checking the journal. I know things continue to be updated here. Ready. I don't know if these things... Okay. Apollo finally told me about Calliope, how she took care of the idols during their darkest days after the war. She was an idealist without compromise, and that's what the last fight between them was about. Now, she was once a man named Kristoff. I really wish I'd known her better before all this happened. I guess I will, someday. Don't expect new things about them. Okay. Did you know Apollo's name used to be Lucas? Or, I guess it's better to say that's the name of the person he was passed on to, which is now him. Lucas was like me, until Apollo's memories came back. I'll never get used to this. Apollo finally explained what Persephone's real beef with him was about. Once, she managed to escape from the underworld with Hades hot on her heels. When she finally got to Olympus, the idol she ran into was Apollo, and he did nothing to help her. I'm trying to imagine what it would have been like to be dragged away by a smug Hades, while the brother you thought would help, who had to know how desperate you were, just stood there and let it happen. Apollo had no choice, but Persephone couldn't have known that. How awful a moment it had to be for them both. I went to see Pan in his natural habitat this time, which, it turns out, is a giant garden on the roof of a magic office building. Go figure. Anyhow, he's caught in the favor I owe him, apparently, and sending me to some place called the Reliquary, which I get to by using a magic key and finding a shipping container at the docks to fix an idol's love life. Weird, but okay. I guess I assumed Pan's favors would involve, mysterious things, illegal things. There has to be more to this. Okay. So, of course, Pan knew where I could find Medusa. She's in some club called the Viper's Nest. Sounds cheery. Even he said I should be careful of her, however. Guess I'll see for myself, since I didn't get to ask. I half wonder if I should ask Apollo about I go directly to Medusa. So many choice options. So many option choices.
Grace walks to the entrance of Medusa's club, in an alleyway.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone.
Ooh.
A stern bouncer waits outside the entrance, arms folded.
I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Grace looks around the corner of the alley at the bouncer. Freddy appears behind her.
There you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Equipment. I adore you. You have equipment?
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
Freddy nudges Grace playfully.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Pan appears behind Freddy and Grace.
Ah, look at you. Two giggling school chums preparing to face the enemy together.
Oh, it's you.
It is me. How exciting, no?
Pan, what are you doing here?
I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't expect my curiosity to get the better of me?
Sure. You were worried. We already... Tell me the truth. I could use your help. You were worried. I don't know if it's prudent to keep asking favors of him. You mean tell me the truth?
Hold on. You were worried about me?
Do you want me to be worried about you?
I'm gonna claw my own eyes out, I swear to God.
I simply thought there is no way Grace knows what she's getting into there.
So why don't you tell
And
me?
of course you came running to offer your services, right?
Grace can handle herself, it's true, but surely even you can see some advice from an idol might be worth a listen?
That's not what the caption said.
I suppose.
Can she really turn people into stone? Is this actually a thing I should be concerned about? Is this the kind of danger people are telling me to be careful of?
Medusa is the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
Great. Is there any way to make someone not a statue, if it turns out she can?
Short of Medusa dying? No. Not unless she wishes it.
I smell fire.
Well, I didn't hear. Alright, what's your advice?
If you have any advice, Pan, I'm all ears.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
She used to be human, right? And then Athena cursed her. Pretty unfairly, too.
Now, however, Athena hasn't the power to undo her own curse. Or so she claims.
That's gotta suck.
Medusa isn't happy about it, no. Yet she survives because she must. As do we all.
Doesn't look like anything is on fire around the apartment, but the smell is increasing.
I don't know. I only smell like cooking, not like burning. So, if anything, it's on y'all's side.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
See?
I smell like
That's
wood,
the
fire,
spirit.
fire.
Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
You're gonna help her do that?
Why not? You're more apt to become a statue than to be any true help, my dear.
Knock it off, both of you. I have a plan for getting inside.
Just imagine him
A
hearing
word
the
of
whole
advice
thing.
before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
Use a distraction. Find another entrance. Confront the enforcer. Interesting. Distraction. No. Another entrance. Feels unsafe. I'm going to go in through the front door. By actually asking.
Hopefully apartment downstairs isn't on fire.
We would hear, alarms. Presumably. And we would probably, back. I don't know. Actually, can probably look up all the things.
I mean, I smell fire a lot and yet don't hear anything.
Okay. Let me go and give this a smell.
So who knows?
We're going to check on the bark. Oof. There's nothing on the map of air quality. 1 second. Oink. Just long enough to get the air check. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Had to examine the life of our... Oh boy. What kind of life is going on? Okay, let's confront this enforcer.
Grace walks right up to the enforcer at the door.
She sure does.
Oh, you're not just going to... Oh,
Sure is.
Just watch. Hi there.
Viper's Nest is closed. Private party.
Oh. Medusa will see me? What a horrible thing. Just. I'm here for the party.
Yeah, the private party is what I'm here for. Why else?
All the guests have arrived. Do you have an invitation?
I know who your mistress is. I'm an idol.
Does an idol need an invitation?
Yes. No.
The enforcer looks over at Pan and Freddy. Both of them whistle innocently and look elsewhere.
Wrong answer.
Go on in. I'll send word to the boss you've arrived.
Grace walks past the enforcer, looks back at a surprised Freddy and Pan. She gives them an irritated "What were you expecting?" look.
Now we're doomed.
The smell is getting worse, I think.
Such a long day, dreaming of tonight, this
Oh.
sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. It's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Need your help.
Before you start the show, Pan said to say hello. That's what he said to say.
Well, any friend of Pan's is a friend of Pan's.
Okay. I hate to interrupt your flow. There's just some things I need to know. I wish there was another way.
Yes, you do. Now, look into me. Your body goes freely every time I see it tenders, turning jelly as it renders. What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that oozy woozy bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey,
I'm just a temporary muse. Wait,
a temporary muse.
I'm not worth the price.
It's not
I'm
something you can choose.
not some exotic slide. I'm a
Surprise.
Ooh.
Tina made you like this, right?
Nice try.
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me, so
was she mad?
She said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look
Use your phone.
into
What are you gonna do that for? Oh no, but that would be mean. That would be. I mean, she can stop it on herself, apparently. I don't. But that is traditionally terrible things.
No, it wouldn't, TBH.
It wouldn't. Hmm. Haven't you heard? I'm a killer. No. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which are the paths that we should go? Let's do a poll. Why not? Other than, you know, the enormous size of our audience. All right. I'm a killer. I get it. Phone magic. 2 minutes of decide. Oh, heck. Looks like that will be phone magic then. 2 minutes might have been an optimistic amount of time.
Ugh, my stomach hurts from too much smoke smell.
No! You have to find the cause. Like, especially if it didn't come through the vents, then I don't know. Nothing seemed to be on fire. We saw no smoke from inside, but it was definitely smoke smelling there. I don't know. Anyway. I guess it's phone time. Got about half a minute. Oh yeah, I was going to hydrate. Oink. Oof. Back. Okay, let's do this.
Medusa, look into your own eyes. Nope. Okay. It was shot. You know you're not unhot. That's my opinion anyway.
Don't look at me.
The snakes, sure they're snakes, but you can pass them off as fakes, like it's just a cosplay.
Don't look at me.
You're not a monster to me. I think that you should try to see Medusa in
You're
another
lost,
way.
little girl. No more Hail Marys. The not unhot girl is you. The monster's me.
You don't know, you don't know.
Do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
know.
Yes, you
what
do
could
know,
help you?
you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. You're Athena's fool. Apparently could get you free. He's a friend to me.
Maybe what?
The music halts, and both Medusa and Grace turn to find Freddy and Pan standing there. Freddy has an aerosol can and a lighter, pointed at Medusa.
Aerosol can?
They must be hypnotized by your amazing butchness.
Must be, I guess.
Are they serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Did you try to eat Calliope too? You don't know? I expect her to know everything. Do you know what happened to Calliope?
Isn't it obvious? Tell us what you know about Calliope's death.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I didn't touch her. I didn't even know she'd been attacked until I saw her flee.
Oh no. Pan was his fruit.
Did not even know that much.
This is the same reliquary where your friend is? The one who needs the favor?
That's pretty convenient.
She was at the reliquary the eve she died, but I had no part in the muse's death.
I wouldn't blame you. Why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
Spy
I
master.
am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her?
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you find out why Calliope was there?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
Uh-huh.
And you wonder why I said nothing to anyone. After all, who would believe ugly, monstrous Medusa?
You didn't... What? But you didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
What?
So Athena knows Calliope was attacked there?
Yes, no. If she does, surely not by whom. I am but guessing, however. Lady Athena tells me oh so very little.
Who attacked Calliope?
You said Calliope was attacked. Who could have done it?
I thought it might have been Asterion. I saw the great beast chasing her, as I was.
Pan's friend?
Oh, that seems rather unlikely. The bull's as gentle as a lamb.
It was not him, alas. He was as confused as I, and not a drop of the muse's blood on him. Yet I realized this too late.
So what happened in the reliquary?
I never entered, so I do not know. A question for Asterion and Hecate, perhaps.
I don't want to ask her that. Can I not ask her that? It won't let me not ask her that.
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
And why would she?
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again.
Medusa stops, realizing that she's said too much as she sees Grace staring at her.
It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
I'll ask Apollo. It's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before? What this?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Medusa, what happened to Artemis?
She left? I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. And if Lady Athena should learn the truth...
Medusa turns to go. Before she disappears, she looks back.
I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Freddy, may I just say what a delight your resourcefulness has proven.
And you're not completely awful, I guess.
Freddy notices Grace still thinking. She looks concerned.
Pondering the big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
It's too obvious. What is too obvious? I mean, not... Like in response to, do we actually believe her? I don't think... I mean, we need to check your story out.
I don't think I can. Not without going to the reliquary to make sure.
What happens if we go there and it checks out?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Everything okay over there, Mr. Goatman?
Oh, yes. Just thinking of the war. How it was at the very end. Some of us argued we should leave Medusa behind. That she didn't deserve the safety we'd find in the New World.
And what do you think about that?
What do you think? Did you agree with them?
We idols were petty and cruel. We lorded over mortals because we could. We didn't learn our lesson until the war. By then it was too late, wasn't it? Certainly for Medusa. Such thoughts run contrary to my bon vivant spirit, do they not? Come to me once you've gone to the reliquary, Grace. I look forward to your visit.
Hoorah. Nothing left to do but go to Reliquary for Pan's favor, except possibly also talk to Apollo about the thing we talked about. You'd think. Go. I don't know if it'll let us do this talk yet.
Grace, back again so soon. Did you find Medusa after all? You've been on my mind ever since you told me about her.
I did, and it was fine. I told you it would be. Okay, it almost wasn't fine, but it worked out. Nobody got hurt.
I see. Perhaps you'd best tell me what happened then. That sounds like quite the harrowing experience. One that could have gone very poorly indeed.
Oh, are you worried? But it did. No, I needed to do it.
I know, but let's focus on the important part of the story.
Which is that Medusa seems to have been cleared, and that brings us back to Pan.
We'll see, I guess.
Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
That's okay. I'll see you later, Apollo.
Hopefully the smell is done because I can't tolerate the cold anymore. My body is racked with hurt.
The ventilation has been helping a bit. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, because I gotta go back out there and that too. Alright, I don't know if we have space for a whole other scene. It's liminal space at the end of stream, which is not quite the end of stream. Let's go reliquary. Oh. That's a thing.
Grace and Freddy walk through a shining doorway, into a misty landscape surrounded by dead trees. There is a towering structure ahead of them, reaching into the cloudy sky.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
I thought you'd like it.
Rat 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 rat.
Sadly, the rats were not in evidence. This might not be safe.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you here.
No!
I live for danger.
This isn't D&D, Freddy. Some of these idols, they mean business.
Do not start dissing D&D. There is literally no better preparation for facing a world of gods and magic. Plus, my initiative is ace.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
About this idol we're helping. The Minotaur.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Should be
Why
up
am I
on
not
your...
surprised?
About Hecate?
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh. But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Amazing.
Grace grabs Freddy's upper arm with both hands and hugs Freddy's side, smiling.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
That's good.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I'm interested in the relics. I mean, I think we have a little bit more than relics on our mind at the moment.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay, I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Grace and Freddy walk into the reliquary, a tower filled with books and artifacts. Grace and Freddy stumble into a giant spectral figure with her back turned to them.
Ooh. You don't mention the floating
the Titan
books.
thing is literal, huh?
The Titan notices them after a moment. She turns and looks over her shoulder with a fierce scowl. The Titan hovers over them intimidatingly.
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm no mortal. I'm Fredbert.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
For the special? I didn't know. No exceptions? Well, obviously, okay. Someone who's coming at you with that face is not going to suddenly come up with the procedure to ask for exceptions. And I don't think that I didn't know that I don't think ignorance is the defense that works here either. I don't know.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No! No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
Hecate shrinks down to the size of a tall mortal woman.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Let's start over. But I need your help. Hecate, meet Freddy.
Oh, okay. She's a nerd. She can be trusted.
That's about right. It's like, oh, you like books too? I'm just gonna. I just imagine half of these books being young adult fiction. Snack! Oh, heck. Let me grab. Like. Mm. No. Okay. Yes. Snack. It exists. It's to be chosen. Oink. Let me in, plastic. Let me pass you. Environmentally unsound exterior. To access the sweet, sweet carbohydrates within. Alright, thank you, Toga. Alright, I guess we should introduce Freddy since that's the continuation of what we've kind of been doing. Maybe. Or perhaps my controller will not wish to respond to me. That could happen too. Let me,
oh god, my bones, I need to close the door before I die.
Close it!
Cold.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books.
Extremely.
I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal. You wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Could I? Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
You're probably thinking of a different streamer. Yes, that's now. You knew it would happen. Nobody told you. I'll go with yes, that's now.
Yeah, that's now. Or very recently, anyway. I guess you don't get much news here in wherever this is.
It is between places, crafted by my own hand from the ether. Here in the books are written all things, past, present, and things that are yet to occur. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
No. You have a problem.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh. You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea.
Some time passes. Grace and Freddy are seated across from Hecate. Grace looks very bored.
Tea and Titans.
This book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion of...
Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation.
Book
It may take
lesbians.
years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
There is something else. Can't you speed that up? Only came for your help. And I mean Hysteria. Good question. Well, I didn't only come for her. And I'm not going to do the...
Lesbians.
Blizz. Oh dear. Bless your beings. Alright, can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
As the gong rings out, the Minotaur, Asterion, appears out of nowhere, looking sheepish.
Oh! Are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
The boy.
The boy. I like it. I'm
Hey,
here for your love life. Anne sent me. Can we talk? Obviously we're not going to open with that. Especially not in front of everybody. Let's soft open, I don't know. Well, that's the soft opening, I suppose.
I'm here on behalf of Pan. He owes you a favor? Something to do with...
No, not Pan. Nah, never heard of him.
Asterion, of course you know Pan.
No idea what he'd want. No, sir, no favours. Nah, not this Minotaur.
Minotaur.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Oh, please say, it is written.
It is written.
Grace and Freddy stand outside the reliquary.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Alright, just
I
start
don't
with the
think we're getting
wrong.
back inside. Do you have another plan?
Let's make a musical number of it.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be...
Asterion runs over to Grace and Freddy.
Do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate? Okay, obviously the problem is he's shy about this. He appears to be shy about everything. So then demanding to be told in front of another person.
Mood.
Kate? Tell me now is the best we can do.
Maybe now you can tell me what this big favor is.
Come on, isn't it obvious?
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
How could she not know? What is it? You're really the Minotaur? Why Kate? Why not Kate? You're in love with Hecate. Okay, sure. I mean, he did just say that. So I can only take this question as a request for more information on that subject.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate.
That's not the way you...
That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Why not talk to her? This should be obvious.
This dear sweet butterball.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate.
Why are you wondering about
what
that?
What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful.
It's true.
All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Yeah, let's go back and inspire him. No, what if she turns you down? What a horrible question to ask. Also, so transactional. Also, so shamey. No shaming. Heck. Back. Fine. What if she... No. What are you doing? We'll not raise the possibility of things going horribly wrong.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
I can't say I got this, but okay. Guess we do this.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind,
Simply push
Freddy?
play.
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me.
Dance.
You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
He's got this.
Right off the bat, I'm done. 'Cause you've gone all quiet, it's deafening silence. Just joking, having fun. So let's ignore that bit before.
I knew this would come. It was written, a confession unbidden. You say that you're smitten, perhaps you're possessed. I have one request. Is this real how you feel, or is this part of some elaborate jest?
It's not, my love.
My love?
Yes, keep going. Take it.
You cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
You need to charm her.
Katie, yeah, that's what I've always called you. It sounds juvenile, but that name makes me smile. I've always wanted to tell you. Anyways, as friends, I'm only a fraction of what I can be. I mean, I'll still make you tea, but don't you want more than tea?
Is this what you truly wish to do? This love could easily fall through. Imagine if we ceased to be. It's a possibility, don't you see?
Oh god, he's looking pretty bad.
Hecate, it could be this spell on me has blinded my eyes from what you can see. If there's even the smallest possibility of losing you somehow, I'll take it back now. I'm finished, could someone please rescue me?
Freddy, you gotta step in.
Hey.
Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Also, you promised.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. Now he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard, and it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Black magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss, so don't dismiss, just resist.
You think that I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. Come with
It is for Hecate to decide. It's not even.
I cannot do this, Asteria.
No!
The pain you feel now is nothing compared to what would come.
But the pain I feel now Kate, it's killing me.
I can take it away.
No!
You need only say the word.
Do it.
Wait.
I have to do this, Grace. I want this.
I call on the heralds of an ancient darkness to guide this sweet creature.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This treacherous road. In all of creation, love is most leaden. I beg of the cosmos to lighten his load. For he may love, but will not be in love. For he may
Your love was never a lie. It is simply no longer true. And I know, in my heart, I am rescuing you.
The arrow of Eros I forced to undo. I put a spell on you.
Oh.
It worked. I don't love you anymore.
Bad ending.
Well, no offense, Kate. I still like you and all, but...
Once a month, I shall place a glamour so that mortals will see you simply as a man. You may go out into their realm and look for the love you so desire.
You find me. I'm over here.
I am... Thank you, Kate. It's not what I wanted, but it's more than I deserve.
If I had known you felt so, dear friend, I would have offered it long ago. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Did you know this would happen? She said it in the song. It was his idea. I don't know if I,
Load previous saved.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't want it, she doesn't want it.
Carrot.
There are no previous saves to go back to. No matter how many people carrot.
Outvoted.
Oh no. Knew this would happen. I mean, heck with the choices, the options. I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to say. Did you know this would happen?
Didn't you know this was gonna happen ahead of time?
Yes, but it was also written that I would be surprised by Asterian's revelation. So I was. Those are the rules.
That is seriously weird.
It was also... what is the word? Fun? Rarely does revelry find its way into the reliquary.
And yet... It was Freddy's idea. So no hard feelings? You don't want...
No hard feelings, I hope, about me using my powers.
You helped Asterian speak his feelings, and I to speak mine. It was a kind thing, even if it did not end as Asterian originally hoped.
Do I get to decide what I look like when I go to the mortal world?
Within reason, and appropriate to your mass.
So I gotta be big. Okay. Alright, yeah, I can work with this.
Come, Asterian, there is much to be done. I will need my pens, a sample of blood, and you will need to dig up my
And
pen.
yet she dashed his love on the rocks like the crushing cold sea pounding on the shore.
Katie and Asterion leave. Grace gives Freddy an incredulous look.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Of course it didn't work.
How long?
Grace and Freddy wait outside the reliquary.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise.
Asterion runs over to Grace and Freddy.
Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Is she okay? Oh, I bet. Oh, no. It surely didn't work. The magic. I don't know. But that's my guess. She had a lot to say, huh? Is she okay?
Are you sure you're okay? I mean, she made you fall out of love with her. Isn't that weird?
Oh, no. This is so much better. I just couldn't remember where I buried the cat. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
We heard part of the story from Medusa. She saw Calliope fleeing from the reliquary, bleeding.
And when Medusa ran after her, that's when she ran into you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I was also chasing after Calliope. She'd broken in. Why she did? Hecate can't figure out. She didn't touch anything or take anything, but somebody attacked her when she was here.
How do you know nothing was taken? Good question.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Did you? Yeah, well, so Medusa said that he did. But did he?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. After I ran into Medusa, Calliope was long gone. Only thing I found was Pan's key.
You mean this key? The one Pan gave me?
Yeah. Well, Calliope must have dropped it. I sent it back to Pan.
How did Calliope get Pan's key? Well, the two obvious words that come to mind are from Pan. What kind of relics are there? Like, someone was coming here for relics of some kind?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
So Athena knows what happened here?
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Corded. How did Calliope get Pan's key?
How could Calliope have gotten Pan's key?
Well, the same way you did, I guess. Pan must have given it to her.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a few keys to get into the reliquary. Athena doesn't want the idols to come here much.
And Pan has one. That's odd.
Yeah, so, I made it for him a while back. Different favour.
Could it have been Medusa?
Couldn't Medusa have been the one who attacked Calliope?
Nah.
I thought maybe because she was chasing Calliope too. Well, why would she do that? But now I don't know. Medusa never got into the reliquary. I sure never let her in.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
That's could have attacked Calliope.
If it wasn't Medusa, who else could have attacked Calliope here? Who had access?
It was just me and Kate. I didn't see anyone that night other than Medusa.
How did Calliope get inside?
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Until the alarms went off, though, we didn't even know anyone was here.
Reliquary's alarms?
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. That's how Kate knows nothing was touched or stolen. We just don't know what did happen. Yet.
Let's consider what we know.
Then Medusa's story checks out. She was here, yeah, but she was never in the reliquary.
And Pan's
The dangerous
name
stuff.
popped up. He sent you here, Grace, to do some favor. Yet he had to know Calliope came here that night.
Which he failed to mention, for some reason.
For some reason.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Asterion leaves.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm missing something.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason. Why? Someone has to know because they knew she was here.
Pan knew.
And Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go to Pan, confront him.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Grace returns to the garden rooftop of Olympus to see Pan.
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome.
Freddy sneaks through the back and talks with Hecate for a couple hours.
You wanted a book? You used me? You're welcome. I'm up.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
No.
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
Oh no.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
So, the thing is, if it's about something that's in the reliquary, Pan is just demonstrating that he can get what he wants. He knows the guy on the inside and can just bark. I would.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You gave her the key. The same one you gave me. What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
Did you examine the key?
The truth is Calliope asked me for the key that night, no questions asked. Why would I refuse her? The truth is also that I have no idea what happened to her there. I wanted you to discover that on your own. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Believe what? Sure, this. Believe what? What have you told me? You just said it. Back. Trying to.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
So you're
And if I
guilty.
can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You are the worst. Yeah, if you can still help, then we still
If you're still up for trading favors, I could
Why are
use
you
more help.
offering favors
Oh,
now?
of course you could.
Pan dances with Grace.
If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
It's just like broken heart icon. No. Why not? Can we dance with pants? Satyrs are dangerous. Historically, they like to rip people to pieces. Alright, you know, whatever you say for instruments. Sure, why not?
Why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate.
Oh no.
It is an ugly business, living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife. So I choose partying. There's no need for strife.
I can't trust guardrails like that.
So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance.
Such arrogance.
I can't believe your arrogance, assuming I'd go for a guy who doesn't care that I might die. I really thought you believed in me.
Don't be like that, Grace. We both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
What's the point of even getting to know me then? Right?
Boy. Time to head back home for now. Time to be ending, but we'll go through our journals. See what we have learnified. I'd intended to go to Medusa's alone, but of course Freddy showed up all kitted up like an adventurer. Should I be thankful she wants to help, or should I be worried that she's not taking the idols seriously enough? Ooh. Heck. Happy. Can you scroll faster than this? Maybe with the mouse powers? Ooh. Okay. Medusa turned out to be an excellent source of information. Assuming she can be believed, she followed Calliope to the reliquary the night she died, and that's where Calliope was attacked. She fled from there, bleeding, probably right to my apartment. It's bizarre, though. What was she even doing there? Medusa said she was being chased by the Minotaur, but he seemed more confused than anything, so chances are he wasn't the attacker. This is really major. The only way to find out what happened to Calliope at the reliquary is to go there. Our trip to the reliquary confirmed what Medusa told us. Calliope was attacked at the reliquary and fled from there, probably straight to my apartment. It's bizarre, though. What was she doing there? Asterion said that while she snuck into the reliquary, she didn't actually take anything. She set off the alarms and then ran out, chased by both Asterion and Medusa, though neither caught up to her. This is really major. How will I find out what happened to her inside? Okay. Go ahead with this. No Aphrodite. Move along. Asterion mentioned that Athena came to the reliquary the day after Calliope died. Tipped off by Medusa, maybe? Or by Hecate herself, I guess. Athena swore Hecate a secret to see about everything. But not Asterion, as he happily pointed out once. But does this mean she knows what happened to Calliope then? Fun. Pan showed up out of the blue to help me with Medusa. Should I be worried? What's he up to now? So, get this. Freddy and I went to Reliquary to do Pan's little favor, and guess what? That's where Calliope was attacked. That's where she was before she ran to my apartment that night. Not only that, but Pan gave Calliope the key to the Reliquary. He gave it to her that night. He knew she'd gone to the Reliquary even when he asked me to do his favor, but didn't mention it. He's way more involved in all this than he ever let on. Medusa. Okay. Medusa isn't an idol, I'm told. She's an immortal creature, one who used to be mortal until she was cursed by Athena. Unfairly, which appears to be a theme. She accompanies the idols to survive, working for Athena in return for their aid. The turning people to stone things? Totally real. Except sometimes she just paralyzes them instead, so she can eat them. Her curse includes an insatiable hunger, I guess, and I almost got to experience it firsthand. Yikes. Medusa finally told me something interesting. She followed Calliope to the reliquary the night she died. Why? Because Calliope is sometimes troubled, so Medusa keeps an eye on her for Athena. She claims she didn't kill her, but that Calliope fled the reliquary having already been stabbed. But by who? Assuming Medusa isn't lying through her pointy teeth. She could have chased after Calliope, eager to chow down on her like she was me, and Calliope just got away. Medusa seems more terrified of Athena blaming her than anything, though. Her fear feels real. I guess the reliquary should be my next stop to corroborate her story, if nothing else. Styrian kind of corroborated Medusa's story. He chased Calliope out of the reliquary, and that's when he bumped into Medusa, who was also chasing her. But she'd never been inside, according to Styrian. That doesn't mean for sure Medusa didn't kill Calliope later, I guess, but it does mean she wasn't the one who initially attacked her. I don't know whether her story checking out makes me happier or more frustrated. Hecate. Pan said that Hecate, goddess of black magic, might be of help in my search. And he was wrong. Very wrong. But he didn't say it was why. She's the giant librarian witch goddess, I almost said libertarian witch goddess, sworn to secrecy about anything related to her extra-dimensional tower fortress thing. Sound weird? That's because it is. And she is. But she's also kind of earnest and cool, too. She knows the future, but will do whatever's supposed to happen because it's supposed to happen. I'll never wrap my head around that. She wasn't going to break her oath to Athena at any rate, so I had to go along with Asterian's crazy plan to woo her with a song. Not that he got what he wanted. In the end, Hecate offered him an illusion spell so he could look for his love among the mortals. And things are probably better off that way anyhow. Hecate's not really the falling in love sort, I think. I still wish she had maybe been willing to bend the rules even a little to help me out. But nope. I don't get everything I want either. Minotaur. Get this. The Asterion whom Pan sent me to is none other than the Minotaur. That's right. Half man, half bull, but not really the monster all the stories talk about. Actually, I take that back. He's not a monster at all. He's an adorable, awkward, stuttering pile of man-pudding who's hopelessly in love with Hecate, and he's desperate for my help to hook them up. In the end, I couldn't do it. Maybe it's better to say it was never meant to happen. It still worked out for Styrian, I think, because Hecate cast a spell to make him fall out of love with her, and promised to help him find love among the mortals instead. I'm trying to imagine him going out in the mortal world disguised as human and going on dates. It would almost be cute if I didn't imagine the disasters awaiting him with modern dating. Oh man, I hope it works out. You adorable, awkward, stuttering pile of man-pudding. It's just a way to describe something. Oh no. Oh, okay. Where is my park? Like, back to menu of main. We will call it from here. Through a little over time.